Welcome back, people, to Let's Play Shadowrun Returns. We've, I'm in the back. Made it to the organ grinders, I think it was. Let's see, the smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade something or other. It disappeared before I could read the whole thing. Okay. Dresden. Speak to Dresden. Sorry about that. God damn. Let's see. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." A little bit more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. "Sorry, I didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir?" "Are you the coroner?" "I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise's area's coroner too. And you are?" "Chopper. Hear about Sam Watts." His grin fades. "And what makes you think I know anything about that?" "Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here." "I see. Well, you're right, he's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet, and with it being... what with it being all the way out here in the Barrens." "So who told you it was dead?" "Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch." The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. "A dead man's switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here." Okay. "He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown." "Sounds grisly." He sighs. "Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim." "What price did the Ripper take from Sam?" "Watts' liver was clearly cut out." "His liver? Well, I thought that'd be gone by now. Isn't he a drunk?" "Whiz, what else?" "The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had his spleen removed." "Dresden, get out here!" It was McCluskey. "I'm here about the Reaper Vic, Sam Watts." Are they gonna have a conversation? Or, I don't know. If I hold down the tab key, I think I should be, yeah, I should be able to, no? Alt highlights. Cool. So, let's see what's in the drawer. Basic medkit, cool. And we'll wanna take a look at Sam's body here. Sam's body is half covered in a sterile surgical sheet. His face is ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest there is a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him, and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine the evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Alright, let's look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There is something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Okay, let's look at the purple shirt. In Sam's shirt, one of the buttons are missing. No, several of the buttons are missing. And the blood has thoroughly soaked it. And the bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Ugh. Oh, that's an image I didn't need. Look at the handwritten note. You can only see part of the note, given the torn off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible about what we are... I'll add some static to the handwritten note, I guess. We have been long to say I'm sorry. See you later. Love, Jessica. Alright. Look at the cred stick. It's a standard cheap unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. I guess we'll slot it then. You slot the cred stick into your PDA. 300 new yen is added to your account. I remember that. It's like yen, like the Japanese currency, but it's new yen, so it's better. It's like Japanese plus. Put the bag down. Alright, I guess we'll go out and say hello to McCluskey. Hold on. I'm having a cup of coffee, hope you don't mind. But I gotta keep my energy up. Let's see. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of Central's casting. You ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow. You can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So, this new Ripper Vic, what's? Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? The coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time? He chortles. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. The Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. He has a decent understanding of human and meta-human autonomy too. So, I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Oh, strength 4. Okay. Who the hell are you? Are you the detective on the case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding the killer. No, I don't want to assist that guy. I'm new in town. You the welcoming committee? If you're new in town, then let me be the first to tell you that I run the show. If you want to get in my way, you'll end up back here on the slab. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week, and I'm claiming my promotion. What an asshole. Let's talk to Dresden. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties too. He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Sam was there when I needed him. I'm gonna return the favor. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 nuyen a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? On the take? Who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report says she committed suicide about a year ago. And you don't buy that? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there was some unusual business with her upper arms. She didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. Interesting. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in the first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the similar chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Huh. Have you heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlife. You'd probably like it. Me? I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. No, I suppose. They don't talk back. What are organs worth these days? Do I really want to know? I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers over in the back and see if you find anything, useful? Okay then, I guess I'll go do that. And I guess I'll see what he has in here too. Basic med kit. Dock wagon trauma kit. So, can I see what's in my inventory? Mission items. Here we go. Right, so basic med kit heals you or any team member. Okay, this thing restores a teammate to life with 25% of the total health. Okay, so that's like a phoenix down. Okay, good. So, the cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. That's like room temperature. We'll open the drawer. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest, in addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen. The body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there. It's Jake Armitage. In one quick move, he jumps out from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. Jake Armitage, I think this guy's like a big deal in the Shadowrun universe, but I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar with the thing, but I remember he looks like the guy in the Super Nintendo version of Shadowrun, back in I think '94 that was released. Okay, I told John to wake me up 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry. Wait, what do I look like? Damn alarm clock? Give me a break, chummer. I haven't had my soy calf. Okay. I haven't had my soy calf yet. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I notice you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? I'll ask the questions. I won't do the I'll ask the questions thing, but what the hell were you doing in a morgue drawer? Well, playing dead mostly. A bunch of gangers out there want my head, and I'd rather keep it. Figured I'd lay low for a while, give them some time to cool down. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this guy cool?
Yeah, he's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some kind of dead man switch. Thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop him moping around the shop all day.
Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then. Name's Jake, and you are? Nice to meet you, Jake. I'm Chopper. Well, call me Chopper. Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep here. John's right, and I might be able to help you out. Let's do that again. I was with Sam the other night. The night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging out at the Seamstresses Union that night. Tripped out and ratty. I've been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota. Mrs. Is it Mrs. or Miss? No, it's Mrs., right? Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But in the alley, some gangsters got the jump on me. He winces. Damn. Maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup?
Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway.
Now what's with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Ugh. Damn. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers. Thought they could turn a quick profit off of my head. Jake smiles. You get the impression that it didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight though, and that's the last I saw of him until he turned up here. Dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. You've done this before. It's a long story. I end up in a morgue more often than the average guy.
Yeah, Dresden here is a regular.
Should have started a rewards card, Jake. Few more visit and you get a free night's stay. Jake laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union. Missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. The leaders got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place where Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit the streets these days. Alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? I do a bit of street justice every now and again. Alright, Jake, count me in. Great. Been hiding out here ever since I'm running with those damn Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers, but this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised he even made it to the morgue in one piece without packing some heat. He yells over his shoulder.
Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow.
So, you need a weapon? No guns for me. Melee's my game. All I got here is a baseball bat, but you look like you can handle yourself. So, ready for an evening out in town? If you're buying. Hey, I've already provided the party favors. You can leave whenever you're ready. Okay, so let's have a look at that weapon we got. Damage 2, reach 1. Knock him out of the park with his old-fashioned slugger. Cyberware. I also got some karma. Do I have enough to get this thing yet? Yeah, Chi Focus. 2 attacks on a target with a single weapon. Boom. Guess I don't have any spells. Oh, and he'll follow me around. Cool. Okay, I guess we're off to the street. Oh. Head out into the Barrens. Yeah, we'll head out into the Barrens. Lots of story there. Let's see, the Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later, you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog, slum, and a dash of tourist trap, and you got a recipe for mean as hell. You'll leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of the organ grinders behind. Entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets, Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tells him he's home. Ew. My stash is just around the corner in the alley. Okay. Does the bus stop here? I don't know. Looking for a date? Dwarves are my favorite. Maybe later, Missy. Let's see, what do we have here? Ah. Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader on the front. We'll open the safe with Jake's mag card. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is a perfect match for your skills. You take the gear. Well, that's handy. Let's see, we get some frag grenades. Item added, killing hands. Oh, shit. Oh! Right, I can do a pommel strike. I can do a blunt slash. I can do killing hands. Unarmed damage increased by 4. Unarmed damage increased by further active. Oh, hold on. So damage 6 with my hands. It's 7. Hold on, I'll have to stop the recording there.